What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be working on Nikko's S14. It's a Zenki. You can see it behind me. Let me go ahead and flip the camera, show you what we're going to be getting into, what we're going to be doing. So probably be like a 5 or 6 video project. It's going to be a pretty big project. Customer's putting down a lot of money to make this thing be his dream car. So let me kind of get right into it with you guys. So first things first, we can see just stock body Zenki. Has a body kit on it. He's got a Koki wing on it with some gauges because the car was on. You can see the Power FC down there in the corner. The car's obviously not a JZ. We'll get into that in a minute. Got the bash bar in the rear with the jacking point from Street Faction. And yeah, she's basically just all stock Zenki. The car's been repainted. I guess this is one of our old customers swapped cars that we built years and years ago that ended up getting back to us somehow. So let's pop the hood real quick. As we can see, it's got an RB25 in it, fuel pressure regulator, some crazy turbo setup. Let me go ahead and get the hood prop set up real quick. As funny as it is, the car was like freshly painted, and then something happened where he got sideswiped or something all the way to the back. Got a big ass dent in the quarter panel or in the door, and I guess he doesn't want it white. He wants to go with like some crazy red, kind of similar to like the Mustang GT500 red. But this turbo setup's crazy. It's like an Evo turbo on the bottom with a bunch of crazy like fab stuff up. I remember when we tuned this car a long time ago. You can probably find it on our Instagram. They like just cut and welded the stock manifold for external wastegate, and kind of, I mean, it's a kind of a cool, you know, kind of a cool way of making it all work, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, anyways, the RB basically almost doesn't start right now. We're having like a voltage problem. It's just like sucking down everything. Pretty sure the starter's bad, or we got a wiring problem in the car. Not gonna matter because obviously we're not gonna be keeping the RB. We're gonna be putting a JZ in it. The RB25 will be going up for sale as well if anybody's interested. I know he's gonna be selling it for a good price. It's on a standalone E85. I think car did like close to 400 horsepower last time. So, I mean, pretty cool for RB, but just definitely not our bag when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. I'm not playing with this. The customer got a bill and a price for building this car over doing a JZ and then power-wise, and we pretty much were just like, no, not worth it. So let me go ahead and show you what else we got kind of going on with this thing real quick, because there's a couple other things that we're working on right now. We have the brand new Duraflex wide body, 50 millimeters. We're going to be installing this right now. Caden is already marking the quarters and where we're going to be cutting them. We got to get the kit to fit because we're going to be basically, I'm not going to be painting this one this time, you guys. I don't have enough time. We're way too busy. Supers in Vegas is around the corner, so that's just not going to happen. The car already has brake upgrades and already has 5 lug, so that's a pretty good upgrade for anybody that wants to go ahead and do that. I'm already working on a wiring harness. We will go ahead and get into some of the engine stuff real quick, and wheels, give me 1 second. So in here, we have a brand new set of ESR wheels. We've already gone ahead and test fitted. This is the CS12, 18 by 10.5 plus 22. Beautiful rim by ESR. Super nice. So those are gonna be going in the rears. We're gonna be going to like a 265 40 18 in the rear, so you can actually hook on like a R888 or RSR or whatever we can get for that. I don't know if you guys can see right here, but we have a freshly brand new, fully built 1JZ non-VVTi head with fresh port work. This has a full CNC race port done to it. And we put 272 cams with valve springs and retainers from Brian Crower. I don't know if you can see that, but it is just beautiful. I will show you more of this when we're building the engine. And then let me go ahead and go on the engine room real quick. Crazy how many engines we got in here. Look at all this. Engines for days. So we got a brand new comp turbo for him, 68, 65. We got a set of the FMS 2150s. We got the Powerhouse Racing trigger wheel sensor. We got a brand new water pump pipe. We have a brand new water pump. Brand new timing belt. He's got his BTI over here, fuel system stuff. Got our ARP rod bolts. We have our rod bearings in the other office. Got the Powerhouse Racing suction port ready already. Already put his cams in. Those are already in the head. Got one of our down pipes that we custom make already ready for it. Hypergate 45 is already there. We already have his brand new manifold. So it's looking pretty good. We got the full AEM Infinity package up there on top. I'm building him his wiring harness as we speak. We saw this customer's S14 that we built last year. This is Johnny's S14, his Koki. And he was very, very interested and wanted the car to look basically identical to this. So we've already went ahead and powder coated a set of valve covers. It's basically like T to T gonna be this, but fully ported head, valve springs and retainers, 10-to-1 compression, and same thing, AEM Infinity, all the good stuff. Trend is in the middle. You know, we're doing a built RM54 for the customer. So really, really cool. So the plan today is, I guess we're gonna have to either fix the starter or fix the wiring so we can get the car over to the paint shop. We're gonna have to also finish getting the rear quarter on. I'm gonna bring his kit out right now. He's got I think it's like a Vertex kit or like Origin kit that he has for the front and the rear. It's really cool. The Zenki front bumper has like a S14 Koki style bumper light that was put on it. So it's gonna look really, really nice, similar to Ulysses or Ivan's S14 with the JZ in it as well. This one should be about the same quality, super, super nice. So also real quick, I'll show you a few other things that I picked up for him too, just to kind of keep you guys in the loop of what we're doing. So we went ahead and ordered him the D-Max taillights. These are like the LED clear ones. So those are already here. Got him brand new D-Max corner lights for the sides. Got him the P2M clear headlight housings, which would be just like the Supermade ones that we're going to be getting as well. We got him brand new bumper lights as well that I believe are over here. You can see his brand new valve covers right there that we had already got for him. Rear bumper, front bumper. Basically, he's got the Koki bumper for a Zenki, which is really cool. I don't know what they were really doing when they got the car together, thinking that bash bar was going to work with this bumper. It's definitely not. So I don't know if we're going to have to make him a new one later, or we can make it work, or I don't know. You know, we'll figure that out later on. Right now, the biggest thing is getting it all together, getting into the paint shop. Oh yeah, also there's this fully rebuilt, brand new RM54. We already went ahead and built for him, put together for him with the brand new billet drift motion RM54 housing. So yeah. Well, anyways, plan is regardless that we got to get this thing to the paint shop ASAP, because once it comes back, I still have to paint the whole entire engine bay in the car, and then have the engine put in the car and have it, you know, that painted and cleaned up and ready and everything. So I'm hoping while we get the car to the paint shop, maybe today, tomorrow, I can start working on building the engine. And then, you know, a few weeks later, it'll be done. We can come back, paint the bay, get it all together, and get this thing knocked out of the park. I should be done with the wiring harness by like probably the next video, because this video will go up for a while, probably be 2 or 3 weeks. So we get another one on this one, and then we can go ahead and move forward. So let's get back out there getting everything cut out. So Caden already marked it out here too. So we're basically going to do an arch and then make slits individually to fold it, and then we'll be able to weld it up. So the first cut's done. Now we got to go ahead and start cutting slits and folding it so we can start welding it back together. So after you've already removed it, you're gonna cut all your slits all the way down, and then you're gonna hammer it all the way up into the new arch that you built. Faster. Sawzall's a lot easier to use. It's pretty clean for cuts, and instead of having to do a whole arch like this and then having to cut it on the inside to get this arch out, you can utilize it already being pressed together from factory and then roll it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hammer all this up right now. These are gonna be like little tabs, like almost like curtains. So you're gonna go blip, blip, blip the whole way through, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So here's mine. Instead of having it be like that, you can see in here, how it pretty much stays together on the seam. So when you cut, you're just welding this little area right here in between. If it delaminates, you just squeeze it and then weld it. So not quite as pretty as he did, but when it's done, the finished product's gonna look the exact same, and it's way faster. So Caden's almost done. We already got all of it tacked up. So just finishing up the quarter piece over there on the very, very corner. Be able to hack it off and then just finish it up. I had a customer here, so I wasn't really able to do this, but it's already all welded up on this side. It's just finishing up the corner of the quarter on that side. This side's already all done. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some primer and give it a quick little sand, and then be pretty much done on. Go ahead and start mounting the wide body up, getting the rear bumper all fitted up and mounted. His rear light was ripped off, so I went ahead and fixed that. Hopefully the bash bar that he has in the rear fits the bumper. It should be okay. It looks like it's gonna be all right. I'm thinking about possibly putting some rivet nuts in on the bumper too, just to have it be able to be screwed in and a little bit more fastenable. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. So hopefully this will be done today. We can get the car over to the paint shop. So after cranking this thing for like 25 minutes because of the injectors being totally screwed and clogged and having really shitty cold start, it's finally running. Let me go ahead and show you how she runs in case if anybody wants to buy this thing. And we're gonna get her over to the paint shop to get the rest of the car back together. Alrighty guys, well, it's not too hard. Once it's already all cut out, all you do is lay it on, get some rivets and a rivet gun, drill bit, drill your holes, rivet them on. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. You can see the huge difference in how it goes. We also went ahead and cut out the inside of the wheel well right here in the arch to make it be like full tire length on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get her over to the paint shop. Actually running today, thank God. Had to change the starter too because it was totally melted and burned. Luckily I had an extra one here from back in the day, but you could just even see right here pulling out. It smells like burnt electrical, really bad. It would be really cool to get some last minute rollers of this thing how it is, because it's never going to look like this again when we get it back. So get a good roller of the car. Total fucking crap box is what it looks like from here. That ugly front end. So ugly intercooler. So we are heading home. Car's been dropped off at the shop to get painted. Next time you guys see it, it'll look quite a bit better and quite a bit different. So if you guys enjoyed this video, pretty cool way to learn how to wide body in two different ways. The way that Caden did with the arch, or my way with cutting slits and then cutting it off and then welding it. Kind of the same thing at the end. As you can see as well from the pictures, it did look the exact same. So it really wasn't any different on the finished product side. So if you guys enjoyed this video, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Till next time, guys, peace.